Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, and every peoples of the internet, welcome to, Galactic Brikwars episode 4. And now, it's been about a week and a half since my last recording session, because I had to release them all in like 2-day steps. And let's go over a brief recap. This series almost crashed, burned, and failed miserably because of a glitch between Galciv Free's DLC update system and its patch update system through Steam, which I thankfully fixed and gotten rid of a few bug problems. I broke my finger, or at least the tip of my finger, in a door, so I can no longer use my my mouse with a track wheel. So yeah, I now has trackball mouse. So we are kind of stuck to a preset angle for the next couple of episodes. I have Victory Ale, and because I'm now at war with Trattoria and trying to put everything I can into making sure their shit utterly gets kicked in, I have apple sour shots. And the basic idea is I'm going to go to war with these assholes. And for every battle I lose, I have to take a shot. Now, I have tried one of these, and they are fucking disgusting. So the general idea is I drink my victory ale, I win, and proclaim my victory over the Trattorian bastards, and yeah, I don't have to drink that shite, which will get me very, very wasted very, very quickly. And I get the feeling if I've had a couple of those victories and start taking a couple of those shots, the general 10% meets 6% meets God knows how many bottles along the way is going to make me rather shit-faced and therefore make even worse tactical decisions. So once I've gone down this slippery slope, well, the only way from here is down. Let's get started. Now, there is one thing you will notice straight off the bat. I had to send this file off to Stardock HR, help desk, whatever you want to call it, to make sure it was fixed properly so that I could play it. And when I got it back and they told me all the bits I had to do with my prefs files and everything else, I decided to rename a couple of my planets. Now, you can't rename suns in this version of the game yet, but you can rename individual planets. So, Scythia is obviously the home world. Now, I've got two worlds in the same system, very close. We've got nebulas, we've got a bit of Illyrium, we've got a couple of other worlds over here that we can't colonise yet. But what we have is an in-game beginnings of the Rigel Kentaurus shipyards, which in my own Brick Wars lore is the primary shipyard of the Scythian Empire. It's basically a supermassive system that's just full of relentless asteroids going around in circles, because the actual system has two suns, but in-game I've only got one. I'm kind of making it up as I go along. And yeah, these two planets would just be the largest asteroids that have been hollowed out and filled with factories. On one of these worlds, I'm starting to build a Durantium refinery. Now, Durantium refinery would take one of my Durantium that I'm currently mining so far in Scythia and turn it into raw production, which with the Xeno factories adding a 30% bonus to my manufacturing would give Rigel Kentaurus Alpha a massive manufacturing boost, which I'm hoping would be enough for it to run its own primary dry dock, its own starport. And what I'm hoping is when I've researched a couple of later technologies and I've gotten a couple more of these tiles available, if I can get any one of these 3 tiles, I can then stick another Durantium refinery on it, then build a shipyard for Rigel Kentaurus Beta, and therefore start pumping out ships like there's no fucking tomorrow from these two worlds. So there we go. Scythia is still building its way towards its Hyperion Shrinker. I've still got 4 more weeks before the planetary defense system is finished, and that'll add another 5% bonus on top of my already level 6 Hyperion Shrinker, which means I can fit more shit on my ships. Try saying that 5 times when I'm drunk. In fact, in about 2 episodes I probably will. Right, up here, because it kind of fits, we have Mousetrap, which was Malleus, or Malleus, or whatever you want to call it. So, Mousetrap in lore was a world on the edge of the Scythian Empire that ended up being repeatedly attacked by the Immortals and the Britannians. Basically, it's a blasted hellhole that's been destroyed, built back up again, destroyed, built back up again, destroyed, built back up again. And it kind of fits, because it's on the edge of the Praetorian system. Most of the fighting is going to be across these two worlds, unless I can lay claim to Vizard. If I lay claim to Vizard, he will have to extend his range quite considerably in order to attack me, which means I will have the upper hand. I will see everything coming long before it arrives and blow it out of the water, and I can either use Vizard as a stepping stone to launch a prolonged attack into Praetorian space, or, if I scare the shit out of him enough, well, her enough, but yeah, I'm talking to you, Colette, even though you're not actually in control, just ignore my blathering. If I take Vizard, I might be able to force a ceasefire and get the Praetorians to back the fuck off my shit. Sounds reasonable enough. Over here we have Mantarok, which was Hassi, or Hassai, or whatever I called it in the previous episodes. Yep, that's still going as it was going. And all the way down here, on the very edge of Scythian space, there's Gateway. And yeah, it is kind of my gateway into deeper star systems. And yeah, oh, game's frozen up a little bit. Oh, right, okay. There will be occasional bugs like this because of the way the save games had to be put back together by Stardock, but there we go. It should be alright so far. Along with this, I have changed my governance settings, which is something I didn't show you guys, or I don't think I showed you guys last time around. You have a 3-directional split of where you can put your nation's resources. You have manufacturing, science and research, and wealth. And by moving this little triangle anywhere around in this circle, you can split between 100, 0, 0, 35, or 33.3 recurring, or whatever. And what I've done at the moment is split down between 40% manufacturing and research. But I have my Regent class frigates that I need to get the fuck out of Dodge to make sure that I can get an upper hand, because there are the rest of these tabs. There's the colony tab, which is kind of an overview of the entire empire, really. The commands tab is something I will probably go into later when I start upgrading ships with newer technologies. Trade, there is no trade going on yet, and timeline. And on fraction power, even though I'm listed on the top races, I'm actually the lowest of the 6 races. Apparently I have the highest economic power, but the lowest... Well, I have no military power whatsoever, which is probably why Trattoria is trying to knock on my door. I got an ish population, ish influence, ish raw manufacturing, ish social, ish military. My research... Jesus Christ! Polonia's really going for it. Apparently I've got the highest of all the approvals, although they're all kind of hovering around that 100%-ish mark. Treasury, up, down like a yo-yo. Ascension points is nothing, because I turned that victory condition off. But yeah, I've got to go from being last place to first quite quickly, because otherwise, well, this is just going to not be any fun. So what I'm going to do is temporarily take my manufacturing between social and military and pour everything I've got into military manufacturing. Which means these shipyards are going to start chunking out regents. This one will take 5 weeks. The following ones will take 11. And over here on Rigel Cantorus, 5 weeks and 10. So, yeah. So I've got 5 weeks until my first frigates start rolling out. Now, first things first is planetary defense, because I cannot remember for the fucking life of me. Right, okay. I do have invasion technology, which means Trattoria probably has the same. If you have a planet that have no ships in orbit, transports just move in and take it. Tactics mean very little when the enemy has no counter technology to it. It's just... you is fucked, basically, with a capital F. So I've got 4 more weeks now. I've already hit that turn button to make sure I can get these ships out before any transports turn up on my borders. Oh, come on. Right, I've got to get these ships out. Right. So 3 more weeks. Can I rush by... Oh, 2 weeks. Oh, I'm only... It's not worth it. Just hit the turn button twice and carry on. Alright, idle colony. So what's going on Gateway? Not much. So let's go into economic stimulus for now. Any extra pennies they can roll to me, roll them on down. Keep it moving. First capital ship. Oh, helpful dust. Plus 20% military spending. Ooh! A cloud of dust has merged out of deep space, seemingly around every planet at once, consisting of semi-sentient nanobots, visitors from a distant galaxy. They immediately begin assisting with any and all orbital construction projects that are underway, helping all races equally regardless of their motivations. So 20% military spending. Yeah, they'll have that too, but that is a big help for me because, look at that. SFS Regent Mark 1, number 1. Where are you? Ah, there we go. And although I have no middle button to revolve it round, there we go. So it's got those two topside laser cannons, that one oversized laser cannon, various components that I put on, crew of 30, but yeah, medium escort. Apparently it's 53 by 26 by 126 meters and weighs out 178,500 metric tons. But there we go. They are the first two full-size capital ships. So the FSS Regent Mark 1 can set out for Mousetrap. The FSS Regent Mark 2 can protect Rigel Kentaurus. And there we go. We are now a military power. Oh, one wormhole too many. The unknown design of this survey ship is reminiscent of some Terran vessels, but your crew find its exact match anywhere in your database. The exterior shows sign of wormhole passage, but the interior needs some cleanup to deal with the green goo that your surveyor's best guess was put of the original crew. On the bright side, the ship itself works perfectly. Okay, I've got an extra survey craft. Unarmed, slightly pants, but we've got one. Alright, so what do you want? You want... Nah, I'm not doing that. Falk. We want... shield systems in exchange for zero gravity construction. Yes, I'm handing over the technology for frigates. Yeah, okay. Give me some money then. Give me some money. It's not so bad. I can upgrade the technology of my existing ships by doing that. Oh, now I'm starting to bleed cash. Income of 0 a turn. Can I... No, I can't rush anything else. So let's have a look on the timeline at my military power. Right, I've scooted up a little bit, just a tiny bit. Those two frigates have given what would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd have to build, so 9 times 2, 18 frigates in order to be militarily competitive with Trattoria. It's a bit shit, really, but it's a start. I am on the ladder. When did I change to focused beam weapons? Oh, right, okay. Let's just carry on with focused beam weapons then. It must have selected it when I changed the menu to find out what else was going on. But Rigel Kentaurus and Mousetrap are now protected worlds, so it's not so bad. So let's just keep skipping on ahead. Focus beam weapons gives me a little bit of a boost, just a little bit of a boost for my lasers. Right, new generation of ultra-transparent materials we use in our focusing crystals has made it possible to increase the damage output of our beam weapons. Beam range plus 10%, beam range plus 20. Alright, that's not so bad. Right, let's go back to what we were doing, because we needed high capacity hulls. And how far away? Okay, we're back down to 2 turns for another 2 ships. Defender. Apparently I found an odd defender lying around. I wonder what I can do with it. Idle ship, where are you? Oh. Trattorian fleet. Right, let's see if we can bug them enough to follow you. Right, let's decommission you before you just get destroyed. I don't want you to be a pain in my ass. You, however, can go to Rigel Kentaurus Beta while we continue to march on up with military competitiveness. Right, our first ever space battle between a found defender and 2 Tratorian frigates by the looks of it. Well, let's view this battle anyway. This is the ship battle. You don't really get to... Well, it would be the ship battle if it wasn't skipping. So, let's go to cinematic mode and get incredibly dizzy because of it. Free cam. Free cam does shit. Top down. Yeah, there we go. And, yeah, my little ship's chunking away. It's probably going to die horribly, but there we go. Oh crap, this means I'm going to end up having a shot in the first episode. I've just fallen prey to my own gimmick. Right. You see this? This is like 10% alcohol. And it tastes like a rat's arsehole. And because I've got a broken finger, it's actually quite difficult to open. Alright. I said I'd do it. Bottoms up. Oh. I suddenly find myself speaking in tongues. I wasn't expecting to have to do that in the first episode. And will you piss off? You just gave me better shield technology. Stop being an arsehole. Take a day off. Right. Rigel Cantorus, Scythia Regent, number 4, can protect the homeworld. So the only worlds we've got left that are undefended now are Mantarok and Gateway. Any ships we produce after this point are purely for assault purposes. So, let's crack on. Pardon me. They still taste horrible. Alright, let's carry on with these victories. I've got to finish one of these per... Oh, no. Oh. Right, let's view battle then. A completely defenseless ship is about to be blown up by a Tratorian. What, escorts? What are you? BPU Gen M45. Small class assault. It's a glorified corvette, if that. Probably a gunboat. You just keep blasting away at my hit points, because the ship can't defend itself, because it's the survey ship I just found. While I was on Brikwars chat, just after the release of, I think, episode 2, Colette was all like, yeah, this is really enjoyable, and how my voice is apparently awesome, and Delansky's is awesome, and Ibs is awesome, even though I've never heard Ibs speak. And he was like, oh wow, you sure can hold your liquor. It's like, technically this ain't liquor, it's ale. But there's a really odd thing. Americans absolutely love coming across to the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, because apparently our alcohol is the tits. Yeah, over in America, I get the feeling from what I've been told. Oh, let's speed this. Oh, right, it's finally died. Time to take another shot, lads. Right. From the general information I've been told that I've picked up after many years of being on the internet, the general American alcohol level is about 3.5 to 4.5%. Right. Whereas what I'm used to drinking in the UK starts at 4.5% and only goes up. Right now I'm drinking Victory Ale, which is, 6% proof. Not bad. Rather nice ale. And then there's these shot things, but I'm used to picking up stuff that can be anywhere from 6 to 7.5, higher, really. And it's not really liquor, because liquor's kind of hard spirits, whiskey, brandy, scotch, well, variations of the same port. And it's just like, when you've been drinking for about half of your life, you kind of build a tolerance to it, and yeah, I've just lost another battle. Oh, they've just given me advanced construction. I've got to get into this bloody shop, though. Oh, you knob. Oh, you glorified knob. Alright. This is science, kids. Don't try this at home. Or do try this at home. Could be a learning experience for you. Yeah. Everything's for science. Learn something new? Here we go. Oh! It's no good. 2 of them down already, and it already tastes like a rat's arse. Blah. Right, advanced construction. What was that you just gave me? Ah, right. Construction. Better construction technologies for my planet. Okay. So when I've got a couple more ships out, I should switch back to being 50-50 on manufacturing and social, military and social, there. And that should help chunk out a few more ships. Oh, Battle Axe Mark 10. Where did I grab that from? Where are you? Come on. Ooh. Galactic event. Give peace a chance. A mysterious figure from a forgotten race has been wandering the galaxy, warning of the dire costs of war. Yeah, I'm feeling it now, 2 shots in. His message of peace and unity seems to be taking root in all who hear him. It's the ethereals. For the greater good. For those of you who played Warhammer 40k Dawn of War. Even among your aggressive neighbours, diplomats throughout the galaxy report that their effects are now finding much more traction. +1 diplomacy, all races. Right, so, over here. Idle ship, where are you, you bell end? Well, let's send you this way, into Tratorian space, and check diplomacy and... No, they're still furious with me. And I'm still 6th. Knobs. Right. Right. But yeah, I can hold my alcohol, sir. I can hold my alcohol well. What are you? Why are you sending starbase constructors? Would you consider the gift of enhanced production to help us face these challenges? Yes. Oh. I knew we could count on you. Right, maybe that will get you to back off for a minute while I start getting stuff sorted out. Because I've still got 2 more worlds I need to defend before I even think about starting to launch an assault. Right, you can go to the furthest world. Head to Gateway. You will be there in so many turns. That's fine. That is completely cool with me. Right, turn. Right, so we just got a little bit longer. Research. Right, high capacity hulls, and we've now got a huge list of new shit we can do. Let's get some high output drives on the go. Idle ship, you can go to Mantarok. I've got a trade offer. They want Prometheus stone for an Ooh. I tell you what, I don't want to give you my Prometheus stone, but I will give you whatever the hell else you want, because Dura is always pretty bro tier, and considering he's the galaxy's #1 power, anything that he can... Jesus, all those techs he's got over me. I've got to level up this playing field. Anything he can help me with, the better. So, exploration treaty. What has this just given me? Nothing yet. It'll probably update at the end of the turn and the game will lag the fuck out. But Dura, your guys are awesome. Seriously, you're like fucking bro tier. Whoa! How many worlds? Sweet Jesus. Oh. Scythian units, Battle Axe Mark 10 versus Escort Medium. Oh, this is going to go badly. I'm going to end up drinking 3 of my 4 shots in the... Oh. Alright, let's speed this up. Getting another shot out already. I am expecting pain. Come on. Pew pew pew. Space lasers. Yep. I get the feeling that somewhere out there in the big wide world, Colette just wanted me to get trashed today. So there we go. You did this. This is your fault. I hope you're proud. Right. What the fuck? What? You gotta be kidding me. Assault, interceptor. Oh. Colette, you're an arsehole. You're an arsehole. I just hope the defences on my region hold out for long enough for me to get some kills. Because this is one, lagging the fuck out, and two, really worrying me. I'm not going to have any shots left by the time this is done. Oh no, there's smoke pouring out. Oh, for fuck's sake. 4. I had 4, right? You've made me drink 4. You did this. This is your fault. I am holding you personally responsible. Christ on a bike. Right, I am going to have to do something to force... Oh, here comes the Celestial Kingdom. And that's another one gone. Right. All 4 shots gone. I'm going to have to do something in the next episode to force some kind of ceasefire. Because this is ridiculous. You're an arsehole, Colette. Thank you very much for watching episode 4 of Galactic Brikwars, and yeah, we'll see you next time, Internet. So, bye!